Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into what is arguably the biggest medical revolution in diabetes technology since, well, the discovery of insulin itself. Look, for decades, managing diabetes has been this exhausting, round-the-clock math equation, right? But today we're focusing on how that's all changing, and changing incredibly fast, thanks to automated insulin delivery. Let's get right into the 2026 technology roadmap.
An artificial pancreas. Now, I know that sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's really not. This breakthrough is actively changing what it means to live with diabetes right now. We're talking about technology that you wear on your body, quietly and automatically delivering insulin, all day and all night. The future really has arrived.
So, here's our agenda for today. We'll start with how the artificial pancreas is already here, then break down exactly how automated delivery works. After that, we'll look at some extraordinary clinical trial proof, compare your delivery options, dive deep into that 2026 technology roadmap, and finally, wrap up with your next steps.
All right, Section 1, the artificial pancreas is here. Let's get a baseline understanding of what this revolutionary tech actually is.
Okay, so automated insulin delivery, or AID for short, is a total game changer because it fundamentally removes the huge burden of manually calculating your doses. Basically, these systems physically link up an insulin pump with a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM. Then, using some really smart control algorithms, they automatically adjust your insulin in real time. It literally takes the heavy lifting away from you and puts it into the hands of smart tech.
Section 2. How automated delivery works. Let's see how this all comes together.
In the background, there are 3 simple yet incredibly powerful steps happening non-stop. First, your CGM reads your glucose levels. We're talking every few minutes. Second, the algorithm takes that data and decides exactly what adjustments need to be made. And third, the pump automatically delivers exactly what your body needs. It operates constantly, day and night. It's kind of like having a biological thermostat, but for your blood sugar.
Moving on to Section 3, extraordinary clinical trial proof, because, we need to see the data.
And the data is absolutely wild. Recent landmark trials are confirming massive improvements across the board. For instance, a major trial published on the New England Journal of Medicine showed statistically significant improvements in time and range and HbA1c for type 2 diabetes compared to just using a CGM alone. And for type 1, a 2025 randomized controlled trial from the Steno Diabetes Center found that even if you're already using a pump and a CGM separately, linking them up with an automated system gives you considerable extra benefits.
Now check out this real-world impact. These are the results from the Omnipod 5 pivotal trial published in JAMA Network Open in 2025, and they are staggering. Out of 305 participants, we saw a massive 20 percentage point drop in the time spent dangerously high. Before the trial, folks were spending about 54% of their time with blood sugar above 180, but after just 13 weeks on the automated system, that plummeted to 34%.
But here is the kicker. Traditionally, the biggest fear when you tighten up glucose control is the risk of going dangerously low, right? Well, that massive 20-point drop in highs occurred with absolutely zero increase in hypoglycemia events over the 13 weeks. Literally zero. It proves the system can safely manage the highs without pushing you into the lows.
Section 4. Comparing your delivery options. Let's weigh what's actually out there right now.
So when you're looking at your options, it usually boils down to this. Insulin pumps give you precise, round-the-clock control. They cut out those multiple daily injections, and they offer way better overnight stability thanks to that automated delivery we just talked about. But we have to be real. There's a significant upfront cost, you've got to learn how to use them, and site management on your skin is a real factor. On the flip side, multiple daily injections are proven, much more accessible, lower cost, and honestly still highly effective, especially if you pair them with a CGM.
All right, Section 5, the 2026 technology roadmap. This is the main event of today's explainer, where all this incredible tech is heading next.
Here is your pipeline for 2026. And wow, the innovations on the horizon are huge. Medtronic is moving super fast. They're planning to submit the MiniMed Flex, which is a new, small, screenless tubed pump, to the FDA this year. Then, late in 2026, we're expecting them to submit the MiniMed Fit, a brand new tubeless patch pump. But honestly, the most highly anticipated milestone here, that's the expected FDA approval of the very first continuous ketone monitoring system.
Now you might be wondering, why is a continuous ketone monitor such a big deal? Well, because it could allow SGLT2 inhibitors, which are this powerful class of oral diabetes meds, to be safely used in type 1 diabetes for the very first time.
By keeping a constant, real-time watch on your ketone levels, this monitor prevents the risk of diabetic ketoacidosis, which can be super dangerous. It literally unlocks a completely new, safe therapy option. That is massive.
But hey, innovation isn't just happening at the giant pharma companies. Beyond those pricey commercial models, there was a successful first-in-human feasibility study of an ultra-low-cost, open-source insulin pump. And guess what? It demonstrated safe insulin delivery that is completely comparable to the commercial models. This is an absolute game-changer for global access. It offers genuine hope to millions of people around the world who just can't afford the current commercial systems.
Bringing us to our final stop, Section 6, Your Next Steps.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Communication with your medical team. The American Diabetes Association just updated their 2026 standards of care to include specific guidance on automated insulin delivery for both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. You should absolutely review these standards and ask your care team if automated delivery makes sense for your unique situation. Keep in mind, this explainer is just for educational purposes, so for sure always consult your doctors before making any changes to how you manage your diabetes. Automated insulin delivery is completely redefining what it means to live with diabetes. The devices are shrinking, the algorithms are getting incredibly smart, and access is poised to expand all over the globe. So with these advancements moving at lightning speed, I'll leave you with this. What will your own diabetes management look like in 2026?